The end came too soon. Words to describe one player's career, but hopefully not the entire team's season. Aloha and welcome to the Coach Mack Show. I'm Chris Tanaka alongside Mike Cherry.
That's right. Brian Moniz's playing days at Hawaii all but over as he broke his right leg and the team's loss to Nevada. Yeah, well, second quarter, Warriors, they get a big dose of Cody Fajardo and Lamford Mark. The both combining for all 84 yards during an 11-play drive that ate up 4 minutes, and of course it's capped off by Fajardo to Ryan Matthews from 13 yards out. Wolfpack up 14-3. Hawaii's offense, anything but pristine. Next two possessions are a 3-and-out and a 2-play drive that ends in Austin's first interception of the game. However, Warriors defense and special teams begin to heat up. A 38-yard field goal by Tyler Haddon, cutting the lead to 14-6. Next Wolfpack possession, Warriors finally containing Fajardo. John Hardy Tuliao with the sack. Nevada has to punt, but Tuliao not done. Untouched, up the gut, gets a hand on the ball and recovers it for a touchdown. Shane Austin, he convert the 2-point conversion to Billy Ray Stutzman. We're knotted at 14, but Wolfpack, they slice that momentum in half quickly. Fajardo to Matthews, big night for him. 8 catches, 118 yards, and 2 scores at the break. We go into halftime with Nevada up 21-14, and at this point, you can see the Warriors offense struggling, 0 for 7 on third down attempts, but feeling some confidence, trailing by just 7.
There, that's what kind of got us momentum and confidence.
All right, well, third quarter, UH riding that momentum. Kamalani Alo on the opening kickoff, forcing the fumble. UH is going to recover at the 19-yard line. Austin guides the Warriors to the 1, but here's one of those missed opportunities. Iosefa fumbling. That is going to be the start of a 14-point swing because Fajardo, he's going to lead Nevada on a 9-play, 78-yard drive, 73 yards coming on the ground, capped by a 25-yard run. Nevada up 28-14. Next Hawaii drive, Austin getting comfortable with the deep throws. 3 for at least 16 yards on this drive, including on 3rd and 17 to Maya for 18 yards. It's Hawaii's first third down conversion of the night. Leads to Iosefa's 5th TD run of the season and redemption. Warriors closing the gap 28-21 through 3. Welcome back to the Coach Mack Show. Joining me right now, Greg McMackin himself. Coach, obviously the loss in the column, tough to take. But we got to talk about the first loss on the field that was felt early on in that first quarter, and that's quarterback Brian Moniz. Broken tibia. He means a lot to this team. He's definitely a go-to guy.
Yeah, he's obviously a big leader for us, a captain, and that was a devastating loss, which really it slowed down the team on both sides of the ball for a while. When they saw him coming out, and he was in great pain, and we had to get him going again, but that's devastating to lose your leader, and I feel terrible for Mo. I mean, he's put so much into it.
Losing Mo for the rest of the season, that means that there's now going to be a hole at the quarterback position. I know that you guys are going to take some time to talk about who's going to step in. But for right now, Shane Austin, he came in a little bit, self-admittedly, a little shaken early on, but he began to settle the offense down just a little bit. What did you like about having him in there, obviously being a senior as well?
Well, Shane has had game experience, was why we went with him, and he did some good things, and then we just have to look at the video, and I've got to get with Rolo and Mouse and talk about it and make a decision and go, because our backs are against the wall now. I mean, we've got to win 2 more games, and we have 3 games to go.
Fajardo for Nevada, how good was that guy? He just seemed to be extending play after play, wreaking havoc for our defense tonight.
No, I thought he was outstanding. I thought he was better than Colin, quite honestly, because he brings the pass to the game also. And, we had to guess a little bit because, in third down situations, they'd run it, and then in 1st and 10, they'd pass it. And and we tightened our corners up because they were, you know, he's got a real good arm, and he can run it. We blitzed him and couldn't get him on the ground a few times. We did a couple of times, but the guy is a really good football player.
You know, I know one of the things that you pride yourself on is converting those third downs. You guys came in converting about 50% nearly of your third down conversions tonight. It is now up to par with what you want.
No, we have to convert third downs, and really in the second half on defense, we didn't do a good job of, you know, they made some third down conversions. I think they were 5 for 13, but you know, it was a devastating play when we fumbled the ball on the 1 yard line. And I don't know if it was in the handoff. I don't know where that came from. It was wide open and a walk-in. But to me, that was a turning point because it would have been 21-21, and it ended up 28-14. And we could never get those, you know, we got it to 7, but we could never get the 2 touchdowns.
One of the positives, though, that you can definitely take away from this game, the special teams criticize a lot early on. This is another game in recent memory that they've stepped up, you know, and aside from the fake field goal attempt, they really kept you guys in this game tonight.
No, I thought, you know, other than one play, they played their best ball game. You know, they blocked a kick for a touchdown, the kickoff, you know, Mike did a great job on kickoff. Scott did a great job on his returns. We won the special teams game.
We already talked about your backs being against the wall. What is the intestinal fortitude of this team right now? I mean, they didn't quit Saturday night. They have something left to play for right now. They're not about to quit just yet.
No, they're not going to quit. None of our coaches will quit. None of our players will quit. We're coming home, and we're coming home to win. And we have 3 games left, and then a bowl game, and that's what we're going to do. I believe in these players. I believe in these coaches, and you know, I have no doubt that we're going to give our best effort. And now we have no choice. You know, just like Kamehameha did when he'd, you know, go fight in the old days. You know, he'd burn his canoes because there's no going back. A lot of teams would have quit, and this team will never quit. I guarantee that. This team will never, ever quit.
All right, Coach Mack, well, thank you so much for joining us again. Coach Mack, Mike Cherry, we'll be back after this. Welcome back. We are now here with John Hardy Tulial, our Coach Mack player of the game. Obviously, multiple tackles. You were everywhere. You had the block punt and the recovery for a touchdown and a quarterback sack. Not exactly the way that you want to earn the player of the game in a big loss like this, but take me through where this team is at right now. What's the mentality for you guys at this moment?
We had a tough loss today, but we're still fighting for that bowl game. So we got to get the next 2 wins and finish the season strong to get to that bowl win and win the bowl game this year.
Nevada's quarterback, he was just a guy who was just a playmaker out there. What did he show you guys? Because he was extending plays, he was good on third down, and he's a freshman, this guy, but he definitely did not play like it out there.
Yeah, we came in knowing he was a freshman, but he kind of led the team the whole season. And what happened was he would, you know, dink and dunk us, and then no one's open, so he scrambled, made some good plays with his feet. So credit to him for today. He played good today.
Now, special teams was definitely one of the areas of this game that really gave a shot in the arm for this Warrior team, specifically that punt play. Take us through the moment that you saw that ball right there out for reach. What is it? Why do you have such a good nose for the ball?
I just praise God for my knack to block a kick. Started out in high school, just my coach, Coach Kendall from Vista, California. So I started from there. And whatever I can do to help out the team, you know, it's a big boost for our team whenever I block a kick. So I praise God every day.
On offense, you guys end up losing Bryant Moniz. How big of a shock was that during the game, especially seeing as it happened so early?
Yeah, when he went down, you know, we kind of had to rally together as a team. But we know we have some strong backups in Shane and Graves. So we'll pull it together for Bryant Moniz and finish strong for this season.
Now, if you do finish strong, Obviously, that bowl game is still there. You just need 2 out of 3, and I know you guys want 3 out of 3, but what's going to be said in this locker room right now to motivate these guys?
Yeah, we just can't panic. We just got to stay positive throughout this whole thing. And we got 3 games left, 3 home games, so we play good at home. We don't lose at home. So we'll finish strong. We'll go to bowl game.
All right, well, thank you very much. Again, this is our Coach Mack Player of the Game, John Hardy Tuliao. We'll be right back.